with the legend Tom Chambers. It's always good to see the coach get fired up, but not to see that end result. It flipped, and you know the Suns can't continue to score 41 points quarter after quarter, but they go from the 41-point first quarter up by as many as 10 to the Hornets outscoring them 33-19, and they pretty much ran from there.
They really did. I mean, they let the Hornets get their confidence going. They've had their confidence going recently for a couple of months, but they're a very good team. You saw the offensive weapons, the offensive firepower they have. They usually struggle to play on defense to stop the other team, like you saw 41 points in the first quarter for the Suns, but then the Suns just didn't keep it going, and they didn't play any defense. I mean, this Charlotte team, when you shoot 49 threes, and you still shoot 52% from the field. Oof. I mean, they can fill it up. Yeah. They can fill it up. And you know what? And they're not a huge team out there. The Suns were a bigger team out there, and yet they outright rebounded the Suns by 17. So the Suns have to rebound by committee, which is what they've been doing recently, but not tonight. There was a lot of things that just didn't go well.
Charlotte has talent up and down the roster.
Yes, they do.
Talent, three-point shooters. They went from 12 games under 500 to now 25-8 since that point, 17 games over the last 33 games. What a flip, and we'll talk more with Eddie Johnson, but man, they are going to be a threat in the postseason.
They're scary. I mean, they're young, they're athletic, they come at you in waves. Kobe White comes off the bench. I mean, they've got a bunch of guys that can come out there and play. Obviously, Miles Bridges playing like that, you know, I mean, knocking down shots, Grant Williams knocking down shots. But yeah, they've got a bunch of weapons out there, and you've just got to score with them and try and slow them down. The Suns, unfortunately, the offense wasn't as good as it should have been in the last three quarters.
Talk about, I mean, they had Kobe White coming over from the Chicago Bulls. He comes off the bench with 19 points for them. For the Suns, Jalen Green continues to showcase the full package of skills and highlights, and I'm including his defense too, because he's been picking up 2 steals almost every night. He finishes with 25 points and then distributing 7 assists.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. He's looking for his teammates. You know, he knows that, you know, if he's out there in the game, he needs to find the right guy. But yeah, going to the basket, assaulting the rim, dunking the basketball as you see there, getting his steal and going the other way and finishing strong there. He passes to big Mark Williams, which is a nice thing. It was nice to have Mark back too. You know, he looked good in the few minutes he played. But Jalen, he really is unguardable. I mean, he can get anywhere he wants to get. And when he's hitting people, when they come to double team him, that's a double whammy. And tonight, as you mentioned, 7 assists was really good, leading the Suns team.
And we talked about him physically too, what he's gone through with his body over the past, 4 or 5 months, that when he goes into the hoop or when he hits the ground, we're not like holding our breath. I mean, he just looks so confident in where he's at. Now we've got to deal with Jordan Goodwin, who went to the locker room. We don't know what the injury was, what his status is for the final game on this road trip in Chicago, but we all know he's the guy that lights the fire coming in off the bench.
Well, he absolutely does. You love Goody out there. He wants to be out there. I thought after the last game when they said it was a sore hip, he was kind of lumbering around, got back in the game. So hopefully it's not that, and hopefully it's something simple. He's got a couple of days to rest it, but yeah, we'll find out soon, I hope.
When he's on the ground and he doesn't pop up, you know something's wrong. That's not a guy who's
That's not him.
Went fishing with them. We're going to show you a little bit more of that later in the show. So both the Suns and the Hornets watch their season 3-point record go to a new player. For the Suns, Colin Gillespie passing Quentin Richardson for most threes in one season. And then for the Hornets, you got Con Knippel, their rookie, who passes their assistant coach and former star with the Hornets, Kemba Walker.
It's amazing that he does it as a rookie, and he may break the all-time NBA record, and, obviously as a rookie. But, yeah, and Colin Gillespie, nobody would have thought coming into this season he'd be breaking his son's record for most 3 points. There's Kemba right there, most 3-pointers in the season. So 2 unlikely guys breaking franchise records.
I did see Kemba jump off the bench, though, and try to defend that shot in the corner from Colin.
Eddie Johnson would have.
Slapped that thing away.
Yeah.
Colin, 227 passing Quentin Richardson, and we've been following, Grayson Allen this season. He's missed some games, but he's up on that list as well for that 23-24 season. And Royce O'Neal still going at it with 204 as we head back to Charlotte to join up with the one-time Hornet.
Maybe he heard me. Maybe he heard me.
You think you heard him? Eddie, would you have played defense if that was your record on Colin Gillespie, if he's trying to shoot down your record? I don't think Kemba jumped off the bench, but what about your thoughts on just this season that Colin Gillespie has had for the Suns?
No, he's had a tremendous year. I think he will get some votes for most improved. It's going to be hard to get it because there's so many other guys around the league that's doing well. Nickel Walker in Atlanta is playing out of his mind. But I think Colin is going to get some look and some love, and he earns it. He earned it. To do what he's done with the three-point shooting has been simply amazing. He's got a few games left to add to it.
No, you're absolutely right, Eddie. I mean, we talked about two unlikely people. I mean, Knipple coming in there and breaking their all-time three-point record, and Colin coming here and doing the same thing here in the Valley. I mean, you would never have picked either one of those two guys to be breaking that type of a record before the season started.
No, not at all. And look, and they understand it really, I think, under control when they're taking that shot. Knipple is just ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, he's not even jumping. I mean, it's just, you know, what these two guys are doing, they understand it. I remember Mike Miller once told me one time, he said, Eddie, all I need to do is shoot 38% and I'll be in the league forever. And he was right. He was in the league a long time because he could shoot the ball from three. And these two guys, I think that's going to happen for them as well.
Eddie, let's look ahead, because right now it looks like a play-in situation for the Suns. They've been hanging on to that number 7 spot. So as we take a look at what could play out at the end of the regular season, right now in the play-in bracket, the Suns would host the Clippers. Golden State would host the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, if the Suns, if they lose, they would host game number 2. But going into that, Eddie, and the importance of being at number 7 and having home court in those two play-in games, possibly, talk about the importance of that for Phoenix, but also trying to generate the momentum going into the play-in.
It really is important because, one, obviously you want to have the comfortability of playing at home. 2, you don't want to have to go on the road to be able to do it. You know, you'd rather do it at home. And this is the challenge for them right now, is to hold on to that 7th spot so they can get the 2 home games against 2 good teams. So, you know, in that regard, yeah, in the play-in, but good teams. You know, Steph Curry might be back for Golden State. Looks like he will be. And so if that's the case, you know, if you don't get past the Clippers, then you got to deal with Steph in that situation. So, yeah, it's just important to maintain home court. Suns right now in the driver's seat for it, but, you know, they can't take anything for granted. So they got to – the Chicago game, guys, is extremely important. They got to at least get off of this road trip 2-2, beat a team that actually, you know, is – I'm not going to say they're not trying to win, but they haven't won. And the Suns have a vendetta because the Bulls came in there and kind of beat them up and beat them on our home floor. So, yeah, it's winding down. The beautiful part about all of this is everybody pretty much has to still play. Like in the past, teams could rest guys and they can just wait for the playoffs. But Oklahoma City can't rest because San Antonio is right there on their heels. And over in the East, you have 4 or 5 teams that's fighting just to stay in the 6 positions. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out next week.
I'll tell you what, Eddie, I mean, you know, I know, we all know how important momentum is as well. And right now the Suns do not have any momentum going for them. So they've got to get something going here. We talked before the game started. Coach Ott, I mean, right now, trying to find how to use the guys that are coming back from injury and get those rotations figured out. And there's only a handful of games to do it. I mean, how do you feel this is going to finish up? Do you feel they'll be able to get back on track and Coach Ott will know who he's going to be playing?